Hello, hello. Dr. Tammy here. I wanted to do a quick video on how I do my little mini iris analysis. Um, Hopefully you can see the eyes that are here on my screen. They are beautiful blue eyes that were sent to me. So I'm going to go through and just show you what I see. Again, these mini iris analysis, I typically only give about 3 top things. Now these irises show quite a few things going on. This is for educational purposes only, by the way. And this is not medical advice at all. So I need to put that disclaimer out there. But when we look at the irises, what I am looking for is I look at the whites of the eyes, and we see a lot of vessels and veins, capillaries going on here. Those are all significant of some things needing attention. So with my sclerology course, I will go into depth about that. The left eye, now the left eye is normally where the heart is represented. It is not represented in the right eye. So the left eye does show some things too that are very indicative of some things going on. But as we go through this, I want to just share with you the things that I'm seeing. So the first thing I see right off the bat is the digestive terrain, the absorption field indicators. Now this is the digestive field right here around the pupil, both pupils. You'll see the digestive field. Now this ring that you see around the pupil, that is typically your stomach ring, intestinal ring. So both irises show a visible darkened zone encircling the pupil. You can see it in both eyes here. This is the stomach and intestinal ring. This slight unevenness that I am seeing and shading in that zone suggests an acid alkaline imbalance. So I can kind of offer this person maybe to get some pH strips, start taking their alkaline analysis every day and seeing where they're actually at. And they also have malabsorption possibilities or tendencies, often tied to gut dysbiosis or enzyme deficiency. You're also going to notice that the fiber structure, so these little fibers that we see all around the iris, these are little white fibers. Oh, goodness, I gotta get my eyes right myself. You're going to notice that this fiber structure near the pupil appears slightly loose, which can correspond to a weakened mucosal lining. So this could be leaky gut starting. Again, this is not diagnostic. This is just showing some things that could be happening. So leaky gut could be part of the issue, or it could be suboptimal digestion, what we often call a fermentation terrain. Meaning that they've got a lot of sugar imbalance and it's creating that mucosal lining to be disrupted. So what I would suggest as a support focus for this person in this particular area is to rebuild the gut mucosa with L-glutamine, slippery elm, aloe vera, taking it internally, using digestive enzymes, bitters before meals, practice calm eating and breath work before meals to activate the vagal tone. You can even do some vagal drills. You can do some cranial work, cranial nerve work. So the second thing that I'm going to highlight is the lymphatic congestion. These little bitty tiny white dots that you see around the edge here. That's lymphatics. And this person's got a couple little dots here, not like some that I have seen. Also, what I can tell you, this is just a side note, this is a woman. And you'll notice on the sides here of both irises, this is actually the skin marker. And it's around the torso area. Because as we look at the eyes, we look from the top to the bottom. And everything from the top, so your head region, brain area, eyes, all of that is here at the top. Down here at the bottom would be the feet, the legs. So you're getting the idea. Around here on the sides, this is the torso. And this being on the inside of the iris here, this is letting me know this person's undergarment is a little tight. So this would be bra wearers. This is a very indicative sign. That's just a little side note. That's not what I'm focusing on. So the light blue base with the whitish or cloudy overlay is characteristic of a lymphatic constitution, meaning that they are more prone to their lymphatics not draining properly. So this particular person would do really well to have some lymphatic work done on them. So this is showing that the body is storing that metabolic waste in the tissues. There's faint clouding and radial furrows. So you'll see the clouding here in these radial furrows. I never can say that word very good. So they're kind of little deep pockets, so to speak. You can see a few of them here and here. One's right there. Let's go up here in this eye. You got one starting here, and one starting here. There's a few here. So what this is letting me know is that both irises, especially the right, reflects more of a sluggish lymph flow, potentially sinus or neck drainage stagnation, and a need for deeper hydration and movement of fluids. And remember, with the lymphatics, we are the pump. Our lymphatics rely upon us to get the lymph moving. So if you're not bouncing on a mini trampoline, if you're not walking every day, at least, a couple times a day, if you're not on a vibration plate, again, you need to make sure all your ducts are open, those major detox pathways are open before you do this type of thing, because you can auto intoxicate yourself. So just make sure. So this person, what my recommendation for their lymphatics would be daily dry brushing and rebounding to move the lymph. Lemon water and herbal teas, red clover, cleavers, burdock, castor oil packs over the liver or the lymphatic centers, gentle sweating, infrared or mild sauna to open up skin elimination. Because again, where she's wearing her bra and her undergarments is showing me that they're just a bit too tight, they're too constricting. And then what happens with the skin, and you can see these little capillaries going towards this area, showing me an indication that it's trying to get circulation to the area, but it's having a difficult time. So when we see this is skin. This is our skin. The outer ring of our irises are typically our skin. It's indicative of our skin, which is the largest organ in the body, so it encircles the entire eye. Makes sense, doesn't it? So, all right, the third thing that I'm going to focus on with this particular person is nervous system and adrenal stress patterns. So there are faint radial stress lines extending outward from the pupil. So again, these little stress lines that are coming out, you can see them every now and again coming through from the pupil. These deep lines that are coming here. We can see a few of them. most visible more in the right iris, of course. And this pattern reveals nerve tension and adrenal depletion. Lost my thought here. Often that adrenal depletion is tied to chronic sympathetic dominance or emotional load. So, depending on what this person is going through. In the left iris, there is a subtle constriction. You can see this is a little bit more constricted than the right eye. Surely you can see that. This constriction or tightness is kind of indicating an overdrive of the sympathetic system, worry, emotional strain. That's what kind of creates that. So, with that in mind, I would have this person strengthen their adrenals with vitamin C, B5, adaptogens, ashwagandha, rhodiola, restore the parasympathetic balance with daily breath work, grounding, and gentle sunlight. I want her to address her emotional charge through sound therapy, possibly frequency harmonizing. Those would all be very, very helpful to this person. So, my summary for this particular person is these eyes belong to a very sensitive lymphatic type. She's intuitive, empathetic, and energetically absorbent. And the top three priorities are gut repair, terrain stabilization, and alkalization, alkalinization, lymphatic purification and drainage, and then nervous system nourishment and adrenal reset. So when these three systems are balanced, clarity will return and the iris fibers are going to brighten and the sclera is going to brighten and the entire field will lighten up. And if in 6 months I can get a repeat photograph from her, I will definitely share it with you to show you if you do the things that are suggested, this is the outcome. So I hope that this brings you some clarity to know how I do these, what I do with them. Now, full iridology readings take me a couple of hours to do, to pump out, to analyze, to make sure that I've covered everything. But you do receive a full report with that, with suggestions. Right now, I'm running a special on that. It's $222. If you want a bioresonance scan on top of that, it's an additional $100, so it'd be $333 for a full workup. So hopefully this helps you to understand what my work is, how I do this, and what benefits it could bring you, or what clarity it might bring you if you know what your eyes are trying to tell you. So thank you for watching this and thank you for being here. And I'll get this posted on my YouTube so others can see it. And I'll have my booking link in the comments for anybody that would like to have a mini iridology reading at $55 or a full one at $222. Prices are subject to change depending on when you have seen this video. This is a special price right now for the month of October and November. So again, my booking link will be in the comments. It does take a hot minute to get good pictures of the irises, but I do give you a lot of tips and tricks on how to do that. And as long as it takes you, is as long as I'll wait for your eyes. Don't worry about it. I do ask that you please get them to me within a couple of weeks. So let's not drag it out. So anyway, again, I'm Dr. Tammy. Thank you for being here, and I hope to be able to serve you.